a retro gamer and hobbyist artist with a lot of nerve. Crolister, the master of ponage. Hi guys, Crolister here with this week's How to Freehand Draw Character video for the Super Smash Bros. Series. This week I'm doing Mewtwo from Pokémon. Somebody that watched my Ty the Tasmanian Tiger video requested this character, so I'm doing him this week, even though I did Falco, another character that debuted in Smash and Melee the week before. So, why not? So we're gonna start with the ears. Then, for the face, we're gonna curve slightly where the nose and mouth are. And he pretty much always frowns. After all, he is said to have the most savage heart of any Pokemon. The scientists that created him forgot to give him a true heart, and as a result, he turned vicious. Low origin reflected in Pokemon the first movie. We're gonna do his eyes. And we're going to give markings for the kind of eyebrows, I guess. That turned out a lot better than I usually draw his head, honestly. Alright, now we're going to draw what I'm going to call his chesticles. They have an indentation in the middle of them. Now I'm going to do his arms. His arms are kind of long compared to his legs. 3 fingered hands with ball-tip fingertips. Getting rid of some stick-out pixels. He usually poses out with a hand held forward pose. So I'm gonna do that for this picture. And it took me a while to get the hand and arm to be proportional to his body for me, so I just correct it as good as I can off camera. As I'll show after I do the basic way to how to draw his hand, basically. That's a little bit better. Then we're going to draw a cord of some kind connecting the back of his head and his back. I guess if you're a disturbed, more mature phase clone of Mew, you're going to kind of look like that, I guess. Being that Mew is supposed to be based on a fetus, or an embryo. We're going to give him big, kind of wide thighs. And we're gonna draw a specific indentation for his tail, which, his leg will go over. The inner parts of his heels have balls coming out of them. I'm not sure if those are supposed to be like bone fragments. Alright, I made the foot a little too big, so I'm gonna have to shrink that. That looks better. Finish up at least the groin part of the tail. And then the other leg. It's hard to draw a character's body parts to scale while you're using the zoom out and zoom in function for better precision. So, just keep in mind that pretty much every professional artist does erasing to remove some details that they need at one point and then no longer need while making their picture. So, you know. And it's easier to draw freehand with paper and pencil, etc. than it is on Microsoft Paint. I'm just doing Microsoft Paint because I have a computer and a YouTube channel and a DeviantArt account, so I might as well use them. Alright, so that leaves the tail. He has a pretty long tail. I'm gonna make it long. The tip of it is rounded, like Mew's tail is. And bring it back down. There. Coloring will be super fast since there's not much to color on this character, since he doesn't have any clothes. His skin is a really pale shade of purple, like really pale lilac purple. And use an orchid shade of purple for the tail and the irises of his eyes. And that's literally all that needs colored. Trying to make the pupils proportional to the iris. Yeah. And there you go. There's the infamous number 150. I did just a little bit of refining for the final picture, and then this will go up on DeviantArt later as Psy Striking Back, obviously referring to Mewtwo Strikes Back and his signature move Psy Strike. Amazing legendary Pokemon as the original Major Legendary should be, and I've always liked this Pokemon. even though not as much now as I used to back in the day. And I love Lucario, so I guess that doesn't help as well. And I already did Lucario and a bunch of other characters from, and even outside of Super Smash Bros. If you want to check those videos out as well. You can find them in my playlist, Crolister's Fan Art and How to Draws, if you're interested in seeing more. Consider subscribing, or at least checking out my channel if you like any of the franchises I have listed here, because I do like them. I do play them a lot and want to talk about them some more on my channel. I am a hobbyist artist that makes a lot of fan art of different game characters and franchises I like, and will occasionally come out with a let's play of some games, mostly retro games that I have access to on my consoles. If there is a video game character, emphasis on video game, that you want to see me draw, even outside of Smash, let me know. And I'm doing one character from Smash Weekly anyway. So consider checking me out if you're interested, or if you like my art style. So that's going to wrap up this week's Super Smash Bros. Drawing video. I am Crolister, Master of Ponage. Thanks for watching, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you. Bye.